Hello, Juniors! Welcome back to the Junior Streets, the coolest place on the internet for brilliant minds like yours. Get ready for another out of this world adventure on Did You Know? This week, we're blasting off into the Milky Way to explore, you guessed right, the solar system. But before we get started with today's topic, who remembers what we learned the other time? Hmm? Who remembers? Yes, sharks. We learned very fascinating things about sharks. And if you haven't watched the video, you should go back and watch it. You'd love it. Ever wondered why you wake up in the morning, you look around you, and everywhere is so bright? You can see everything. And then it's night, and it's so dark. You can't see. Or have you looked up in the sky and wondered, what's up there? What's really up there? Is there another world just like ours? Well, gather around and let's dive into today's adventure, learning about the solar system. The solar system is like a big family in space where the sun is the parent and the planets are the children that all travel around in a big circle. Picture you and your siblings running around in a circle around your mom or around your dad. Can you picture that? Well, that's just how the solar system is. Did you know that the sun is actually a star and that there are 8 planets that travel around the sun? Well, now you know. The sun gives off light and heat to these planets. What are these planets? Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Earth is the only planet known to have life on it. So think about all living things, plants, animals, human beings. Earth is the only planet that have living things on it. Jupiter is the largest planet in our solar system. It is so big, it could hold over 1,000 Earths inside it. Can you imagine? Think about all the continents in Earth. Think about all the countries, all the cities, all the villages. Now imagine 1,300 of them and even more inside another planet. That planet must be very big, right? Must be huge. Well, Jupiter is that planet. Venus is the only planet that spins clockwise, from the right. It goes down and then moves to the left and then back up. That kind of movement. Venus is the only planet that spins that way. All other planets spins anti-clockwise, so just the opposite. Neptune has the fastest winds in the solar system. Very fast. The hottest planet is also Venus. It is so hot you can't even live there. Really hot. Saturn is famous for its beautiful rings. And you know what's fascinating about these rings? They are made of ice and rock particles and they are beautiful. I mean, you should look out for the pictures of this particular planet and you love it. Our solar system is located in a galaxy called the Milky Way. Don't forget it. I think it's very easy to remember. Milky Way, Milky Way. Yes, that's the name of the galaxy where our solar system is located. Mercury is slowly getting smaller over time. I wonder why that is. Then our sun is so big, it collected 99.86% of our solar system's mass. So, a huge percentage of our solar system's mass is actually just the sun, and all the planets make up the very little percentage of the solar system's mass. So imagine how big the sun is. So here's a simple mnemonic to help you remember the planets in our solar system. But hold on a minute. I'm sure you're asking, what's a mnemonic? Well, let's learn about that word. What is a mnemonic? Let's start with the pronunciation. So we go ni, ma, nick. Let's take it again slowly. Ni, ma, nick. Now let's take it together. Mnemonic. One more time. Mnemonic. I know. You're asking, but there is a letter M at the beginning. How come we're not saying mnemonic? It sounds funny, does it not? Mnemonic. We're not saying mnemonic because the letter M is actually silent. I'm sure you've been taught silent letters in your school. So when pronouncing this word, we actually start pronouncing from the letter N, mnemonic. Even though when we spell mnemonic. It is mnemonic. A mnemonic is like a secret code that helps your brain remember important information. So mnemonic helps your brain remember information that's important. So back to the solar system and the mnemonic that's going to help you remember the planets in the solar system. So it's very simple. My very excited mother just served us noodles. And I mean, that's easy to remember. My very excited mother just served us noodles. M for my is Mercury. Very, V is Venus. Excited, E is Earth. Mother, M is Mars. Just, J is Jupiter. S, served, Saturn. U, which is us, Uranus. And noodles, N, Neptune. So there you have it. My very excited mother just served us noodles. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Uranus, Saturn, Neptune. My very excited mother just served us noodles. So next time you're finding it difficult remembering the planets in the solar system, you just use the mnemonic. My very excited mother just served us noodles, and you be sure to remember these planets. I hope you've learned something in today's class. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. Now here's something you can also do. Spend time to talk to your parents, your mom, your dad, your siblings, your teachers, your friends about the solar system. Tell them what you've learned and also listen out for what they would also share with you. And you can leave a comment, tell me about your findings about the solar system. I'll be looking forward to reading them. And I'll be back again next week with another episode of Did You Know? So make sure to come back and participate in the next episode. I love you, and I will see you again next week. Bye-bye.